Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, it's Dante. Guess who's back? So, I've got my podcast equipment set back up. I'm just gonna. Because I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day, and then he was talking to Donnell Rollins about, Donnell starting his own podcast. And I was listening to it on the bus back from work, so it could have been he said this, or it could have not been. He was just saying, you got to get content out there. You gotta put content, or maybe that's something I'm thinking of. You just got to put some. Wait, hang on. Uh-oh. I do not want to miss that phone call. Crap. Oh, shoot, it's right there. Okay. Okay, here we are. So basically, what I'm just gonna be chilling and spilling right here, right now. So I'm just gonna be putting the content out, just talking, just saying things. I guess what's been going on, what I've been doing, what I've been feeling about what I've been doing. So first things first. So it is a lazy Sunday. It's daylight saving time. I never know. It's dark as hell, and I'm like, is it 5:30 or is it, I don't know, 10:30? But it's actually 5:23. It's 5:23 on November 24th, and here I am. Here is what I'm doing. I'm sitting here, semi-empty house. The lady's out. The sun is downstairs. And I've been just trying to fill my time with her not being here, because we all know the devil's hand. I don't know. Something about the devil's hands make you do bad shit, I guess. I don't know. I think that's what it is. But if not, sorry for butchering it. If that's anybody, if that's anybody's favorite saying. Sorry. I'm also watching NFL Red Zone, and I'm watching. We got the Jags and the Titans and the Patriots and the Cowboys. Uh, at the moment, I guess in both of these games, I'm rooting for. I don't really care, to be honest. I don't like the Patriots too much. I don't like the Cowboys at all. And as far as the Titans and the Jags go, I don't know. That one's another who gives a crap. Because in case anybody didn't know, I'm gonna shout it out right now. Go Pack Go. GOPACK. Go Pack Go. That's my squad. That's my team. Those are my jammy jams, and I love those guys. And we play the 49ers tonight. Am I a little bit concerned? I guess you could say I was concerned. We'll see how concerned I was after the game. Maybe I'll make a little teeny tiny thing just to bring you up to speed on if we won or not. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we will. We will win this game. That's what I'll say. I'll say we'll win this game. Oh boy. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll say it's good. I'll say it's. You know what? Fuck that. We're gonna win this game because it's gonna be close, but I think we will definitely win this game. Oh god, I hope we win this game because where we can get a home field advantage, and that's a big thing because you don't want to go. I don't want to go back to San Francisco and try to play in the playoffs. I don't want to go to Seattle and try to play in the playoffs. Who else is up there? New Orleans. I think we could do all right in New Orleans. We've been doing. I think we won at least 3 games on the road, so I think we're okay. Except for that one in not Detroit, San Diego. San Diego. Philip Rivers was putting the beating on us, and I didn't appreciate that. That was our one fuck up game for the year, and I'm perfectly fine with that happening. But other than that, I'm about to sit back and I'm about to either try to find something to watch because I don't know about anybody else. We got that Disney Plus. Woo! that Disney Plus is, ooh, it's on top of me right now. There's so much good stuff. Let me go in here because I was about to watch some Degrassi IMDb TV. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. We'll make this a Panther Pride podcast right here because we're only about 5 minutes in. So I want to go to Disney Plus really quick just to show you what's on my playlist. But I already know I got The Mandalorian, my favorite new dad, Matthew Silva. All right, you're about to just came on here and there's a whole new profile on this thing. Oh my god, I feel like people can just hack the Wi-Fi, but we have Lizzie McGuire, we've got like I said, The Mandalorian, we've got uh Even Stevens. I'm waiting on. Oh, we got That's a Raven. I'm waiting on Famous Jet Jackson, Fillmore, Pepper Ann. There was one more. Oh, there was one more. There was one more, but I don't remember. And I got all the Pirates of the Caribbean on there because let's face it, those movies are freaking dope. I don't care what anybody says. I love all the Pirates of the Caribbean. I love them. I love them all. As long as Jack's in there somewhere, I don't know. I guess if they want to call back to some other people like Barbosa and Will and Elizabeth, that's cool. I guess, but as long as I got Jack Sparrow in that piece, like what you can make as many of those as you want to. They're like John Wick movies to me. I will watch John Wick number 9 if they make it. Those movies are phenomenal. They are phenomenal movies, and I can't wait till number 4 because it's gonna be amazing. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, John Wick, uh, hmm, The Raid. If nobody hasn't seen that, stars Iko Uwais, directed by Garth. Oh, I always get his last name wrong. Let me just put it in the old Google searchals. Magoozle Doozle. The Raid Redemption. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. The Raid Redemption's got Iko Uwais, who's also in Wu Assassins, who's also in Headshot, who's also in The Night Comes For Us with Joe Taslim, who's also in uh, Man of Tai Chi, also starring Keanu Reeves, also starring Tiger Chen. In that, uh, those are it's I'm babbling, but those are the real deal Holyfield. If you really like good hard crunching like martial arts movies, those suckers will put you. Those suckers will make you be like, whoa, like, whoa. I remember showing it to my wife's father, and he we black folks, we love us some martial arts. And it was one of those movies that I could introduce somebody to. How good you feel when you introduce somebody to something and they actually like it. Oh, it's like shooting through. He's like, ooh, shooting your veins. It's like, oh, that's that good stuff. Oh, you like it? Yeah. Uh, but Gareth Evans, written and directed by Gareth Evans, who also did the sequel, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see, because the first one was Redemption, the second one, Barandal, yep, written and directed, and then they came out and then they just told us, guess what? We're not getting a third one. It's that's man, it sucks. That also sucks when you really get into something and there's only a little bit of it to watch or to binge or to listen to. Like, boom, there's only one Lauryn Hill album. There's only one Fugees album. Life's not fair. There's only one season of Dead Man Wonderland. Who made that decision? Because it wasn't me, and I don't appreciate it. You know what I mean? But it's damn, this was such a good movie. If I can't recommend any movie enough to any person, it's The Raid and The Raid 2. Out of all movies that you could watch that I could recommend to you, whether it be comedy or horror or drama or thriller or any of that kind of stuff, The Raid 2. Favorite movies. Those are oh god, so good. Such good movies. Such good movies. Like I said, The Raid, John Wick, and then, we got Pirates of the Caribbean. Slam them on. I watch them anytime. Forrest Gump is all that that one's out of left field compared to the other ones. But Forrest Gump, if it's on TV, I can't not watch that. I can't not watch Tom Hanks be Forrest Gump. That's one of those things where it's like, if you don't like Forrest Gump, I kind of might not trust you as a person, just as like a regular human being, because it's one of those movies. It's the perfect movie. The only thing I can think about that's wrong with Forrest Gump is Jenny, and I don't want to get too much into it, but Jenny was an awful human being, and I'll leave it. That's where I'm going to leave that. I'm going to put this. That was the partition going. Which way do partitions go? Up. That's the way my hand went. So that's how it went. The partition up. So I'm not a fan of her. And other than that, perfect movie. See, also look at all this. Look at all this on Disney Plus. I got Timon and Pumbaa. I got Inspector Gadget, the first one with Matthew Broderick. I fucking love that. That's such a good movie. Heavyweights, dynamite movie. Return of Jafar. Okay, here we go. We need to get into this because this is. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little flustered. But, oh, you probably heard me. Swiggle all that. Sorry about that. But, watching The Return of Jafar, a very good sequel to a good Disney movie. You can't name many sequels to Disney movies that were actually good. People will be like, oh, The Lion King 2 and The Incredibles 2. Which I still haven't seen, so I can't really even judge that one. I waited for The Incredibles 2 to come out for years, and I still haven't seen it. Because honestly, what I saw from the trailers and whatnot, it looked pretty dope. But let's be honest, I got a little bit behind on what I'm supposed to watch. It's on Netflix. I can watch it. I got Disney Plus. I can watch it. I want to watch that shit. But Return of Jafar, dynamite movie. Don't let anybody tell you that this was not a good Disney sequel, because guess what? It was a good Disney sequel. If you at the end of, I guess, Aladdin, the first Aladdin, and you're watching it and you're not thinking to yourself, hey, what happened to Jafar? What would happen if Jafar came back? Boom, they made a movie for you, and it's only an hour and 9 minutes. 69 minutes. It doesn't take up much of your time. It gets right to the point, if I remember correctly, because I had it on VHS. And the third one, which you don't need to watch, but that's Aladdin and the King of Thieves. His dad turns out to be the 40 Thieves, the leader of the 40 Thieves. I forget what his name is. His name's not it's not Alibaba, like they said in the song, but that right? Alibaba had those 40 thieves. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. But if you don't think I'm I can't like 1.5. Also, it's half a sequel. It's pretty good. But okay. I'm sorry if you had to hear that as well, but I took a swig of what I thought was nice, clean Powerade, but that's Powerade that had my contacts in it, so good thing that did not. It's a good thing that did not go down because I don't know how those break down in the stomach of a man. They're plastic, but who wants to take that risk? You know what I mean? And be the. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be. No, let's just not do that. So, like I said, we're gonna get into a Degrassi here. So let's. I'm gonna randomly select this one. I don't know how you do this, but back. Okay. So okay. Okay, so you might be able to hear this in the background. Let me sorry, that's the so, so this is the episode of Degrassi where Hazel, if I'm remembering this correctly, just from my memory, she is they're having like a heritage day at school, and then oh my god, I hate Paige. Paige was too much. I oh man, because she just walked up and she handed let's say Paige, Hazel. I forget the one Rick was beating up. I forget her name, but the one Rick was beating up. They were he handed her. Oh damn, Ashley's already went punk rock. Man, I forgot all about this. She handed Hazel a ticket for you know being out of fashion or whatever. And then Hazel was like, "Nope, here's your fashion crime ticket for having a mullet at the beginning of the year." And then Hazel, being, I'm gonna say a little bit bitchy right here. There's the girls they're walking through with their I don't want to get they're walking through with their head wraps on, and then Hazel goes over and gives her a fashion crime ticket because she's like that. It's fashion police. I don't know. It's I don't remember this. These schools that are in all of these shows. If anybody can just please give me just like a 20-second soundbite of what happened if you went to one of these schools, because I've never heard of anybody going to a school with this much kind of drama. Like I know there are bad schools where kids, you they have their fights and they might not get the best grades and whatnot. But they and they have stabbings and such and pregnancies and such and drugs and such. But this high school seemed to have all of it. It seemed to have. Lord, look at Drake. He looks just like a gecko. Just like a gecko. Okay, and that okay. We're off of that. But where were these schools at? I know I probably said this in the last one, but where? It's my question. That's all I want to know. I want to know where were these schools at, because the drama was just entrenched in these schools. But it's I guess it's whatever. I went to a I don't think it was a bad boring school or a bad boring high school, but you know, you come home and you'd watch this shit on Friday and you'd be like, why isn't my life fucking doing this? Why am I not doing this? But okay, we're passing through, and here we go. It's it's Paige being Paige, of course, and then Mr. Simpson's like, oh well, you got to do this thing, and if you don't do it, it's going to be 10% of your grade. And this is what I appreciated about Degrassi. They took the time to go, like, everybody seemed to get their ample share of the pie. Like this is a story, like a whole episode about Hazel. Like Hazel, like if you don't remember, Hazel was a pretty big part of the crew for a little bit. She had her thing with Marco, right? And then I think she had a thing with Jimmy, if I'm not mistaken. Good lord, that hair, Toby. Good lord, all the hair. Toby's hair. It's like the thing. It's like it's like the parting of the sea, but it's like it's overflowing. It's like how you used to draw birds in the sky. How you used to draw birds in the sky, like in the corner of your paper where you put your sun. It's like a little swoop, swoop, just a quick swoop. And so now there, of course, there's the B plot, and it's got Sean and Liberty and JT and Toby, and they're making their oh, hang on, I'm sorry, I'm in the floor. And then they're having their B plot where it's the kids, and I'm guessing this is home ec, maybe. I don't know what this is, sewing class, but yeah, I don't did sewing class a class looks this looks like to be this looks to be a class just for sewing. And JT has switched his pillow with Liberties because he doesn't want anybody to know how good he is at sewing. I guess I don't know. That's a bad thing. I'm guessing. Yeah, you're in. I'm gonna say seventh grade, and you're like, oh, you know how to sew. Hey man, can sew my zipper up, bro. I don't know. We didn't talk like that in seventh grade, but it would have been something about zippering up uh, crotches or buttholes or something like that. I know it would have been. But here we here we go again with the oh my god. So they're talking about their cultures again, and then Hazel, who already told Paige that she is Jamaican, has now forgotten that she's Jamaican because Paige told her to bring the jerk chicken, and Hazel was like, "Oh, what kind of what's that? I don't know what that is." You know. And then I guess I think wouldn't everybody know jerk chicken is Jamaica? Okay. Could eat some jerk chicken right now. Ooh, I could really eat some jerk chicken right now. But to be fair, once I go pick up my lady, we're gonna go to Chicken Rico's in Waldorf, Maryland. Shout out to Chicken Rico's. If anybody, if anybody is from Southern Maryland, Charles County, and knows about Chicken Rico's over there by the Books a Million, where I get most of my pops. Shout out to Books a Million, my Funko Pops. But oh god, damn! I hope she hurries up and gets done with this. Okay, but we're back to this. I guess JT sewing something for Liberty. Oh, he's gonna sew her a dress, and then he says, if you tell anybody, I'll sew your fingers off or up. But I don't think he's that good of a sewing person if he thinks he can sew a person's finger off. Sewing is the bringing together of things. Like, I'm going to sew this to this. You can't sew a person's finger off. But, that's okay. And now Hazel, she's going to buy some, she has to give a taste of the real Jamaica. So she's going to give them a little bit of the jerk chicken, because he says go and give her some goat. He said give him the goat because you know they might like that. They might like the goat, and she's like no, give me some of that. Give me some of that normal jerk chicken from Wally here, and he's got the pan. Oh god, I can't wait till she comes up so I can get this jerk chicken, guys. Oh, I can't wait. It's not even jerk chicken. It's Peruvian charcoal. They put it in rotisserie. They put it in a thing and they spin it around. It's got the charcoal on it. Oh, I'm gonna get some of the plantains. I'm gonna get some of the fried rice. Sorry guys. Okay, sorry, but she's in full on fake mode for this presentation, because at the end, if I'm not mistaken, she's gonna turn out to have been not Jamaican. I can't remember. I do remember that she's wearing the headdress at the end because, but I can't remember what she actually is. And then, but the thing is, they bring it up once, never bring it up again. Never dig back into this for as long as the show goes on because like you knew she was going to eventually get phased out, but she stayed around longer than most, and they just like this was never mentioned after this point. Nobody's I know like ethnicity or anything got mentioned after this. You got to watch commercials in the middle of this on IMDb TV. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna talk more about about this Peruvian chicken. I'm gonna talk more about it because this play it's in um it's in Waldorf. It's a little bit of ways away. Like from where I live now, it's I'd say 20 minutes away, and it's well worth the drive. And they shuttered their doors not too long ago. Not it's kind of long ago, maybe like last year and a half. They shuttered their doors because something happened and the roof caught on fire, I think, and it's been gone for quite a long time. And then we were driving. I was taking my wife to her gal's thing today. She or I just spotted out the corner of my eye. I was like, man, there's a lot of people in that parking lot over there. Like there's a lot of people. So I looked over there and she said, bet dinner. That was it. That was the whole discussion. That's a whole discussion. That when two souls can come together that quickly on what to eat, it's like magic. It's like you're making magic in the in the car. You're making magic. David Blaine magic. And then okay, so now it's okay, so now it's called International Day. And then and it's they're going through everybody's stuff, and you Spinner's Italian. I think Paige was German. Hazel's passing off the fake jerk chicken, saying, it's my mom's recipe, and you can tell it's gonna come to a head. She's gonna get caught. I'm guessing the principal, he's got the kilt on, but it's not green like Scotland or Ireland. But I feel like they wouldn't be the first ones to use the kilts. But here we go. It's about to come to a head now. And now see, you knew this girl was just gonna come out and be like, look, ooh, she just threw down the who was going to say gauntlet. She just threw down the gauntlet in saying that she's Somalian, and now she's like, look, bitch, back up off, me being Somalian, or we're gonna do something about declaring war in Iraq. I can see where, because being a black man, I can see where this would be problematic because you're in Canada, and I don't think maybe they wouldn't care about it as much as, especially after 9/11, like we would. But I could see why you're sitting there and you're worrying about people thinking that you're from Somalia, and you might be this and you might be that. You might be doing this. Oh, look at her in her head wraps and things like that. But it's it's another issue that Degrassi tackled pretty. They did a little bit of everything on here, a little bit of everything, and I'm always wondering now, where are these shows now for kids, or maybe there are shows now for kids and I just don't watch them because I aged out of that bracket. But with this one, they touched on a little bit of everything. They touched on the bulimia. Somebody had an eating disorder. Uh, Ellie was cutting herself, and I'm pretty sure Liberty got on some sort of stress something because of her grades. And then okay, so now they're back in school again. What is Jimmy supposed to be? I don't know. Like that freaking oh goodness. He looks he he just looks. See, that's exactly okay. So now they're walking back in. They're coming back from their break off of. The principal said take their break for International Day, and they come back, and the girl that Paige is arguing with Fariza, she's got her whole thing broken up and terrorist spray painted across it. So I can get why, as Hazel, you would want to be cautious about something like that. You wouldn't want to be that person in school. No, she's crying. Mr. See, and hate crime. They said this is a hate crime. Mr. Simpson is not with it. That I also appreciated Mr. Simpson because Mr. Simpson was like, I don't, no, I'm not for that. I'm not for I'm never for the fuck shit. Never been for that fuck shit. Ooh, and now Ashley's like, look, uh, Ashley's like, look. See, now they're having they're having the conversation. They're having the conversation like, look, you know, Ashley and Jimmy are like, look, there are people out here being discriminated against. My neighbor had his bank account frozen 3 times, and then Terry's like, you know, let's there's so much happening right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. All the kids with ethnic backgrounds. Uh, oh, there's too much. There's so much. There's so much that they put into this episode that even still to this day, I guess that. Oh, jeez. Okay, so they're basically talking about stuff now that's basically that's I don't know why I'm laughing. That it's that it's just it's still not it's still very hard to talk about now. Like they're saying things like there was the one I forget what her name was. She was the Asian girl, but she was like I was adopted by white parents, so I'm living proof that you know racism doesn't exist anymore. Blah 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 stuff like that. And they gotta these conversations need to keep being had. But and now Hazel's getting called in for the comment about uh saying we're gonna declare war in Iraq. But this was a deep episode. I don't remember this one being this intricate. Maybe it was, but now they seem to have found who did it. And if I remember correctly, oh, who was it? Oh, who was it? Two boys in they called it grade 10. I forget. Oh, I don't think. Okay, so it wasn't anybody important, but yeah, they're saying how racism affected uh her her display, and then she's saying, you know, oh, this was such an intricate episode, and it's crazy because, like I said, even still to this day, still things not still not being said, still not being said, and things still not coming. Fuck, come on, Patriots, you sons of bitches, still not being brought up, still not being said, and just conversations not being had, just conversations not being had. Because every once in a while, like I said with Degrassi, you got one of these after school specials. You know what I mean? You got one of these ones that really kind of hit home to you, because being a kid around their age, kind of, I think when this came out, you don't really take it into account because you have a thing of it hasn't happened to me. I guess it hasn't happened to me, so I guess I don't know. It can't be that bad. But then once you get older and you see it happening more and more and more and more and more, you know. But we back to sewing. I still don't understand this. Where is sewing? Who had sewing class? Who had so? This is insane. So now he's the teacher's big up in Liberty for, I guess, pretending to make the skirt, but then she's going, no, JT sewed it. I can't sew. There's she left blood on the pillow that she freaking sewed. What? Why would you tell him that? And then, okay, JT's a seamstress. Can you make me a Maxim blouse, Mr. Fashion Designer? Not knowing that those people, they can make quite a bit of money designing designing their fashion and such. So that would be something that I would, I guess, I would stick with. you, because if I had any discernible talent to like draw or craft something, I guess I would. The best thing I think I drew ever was, holy shit. I don't think there's anything. Okay, no, that was pretty. I guess something. No. Oh, okay. Yes. It was about fourth or fifth grade, and we had to draw a picture on a canvas, and I thought I did pretty good. I thought I did pretty good on it, but fuck it, whatever. I know somebody's out there like that. That joint was probably a piece of shit, Dante. Don't lie to us. But now Hazel's over there apologizing to Fariza, and she's saying the reason that she's not saying she's Somalian is because at her last school she was cornered by girls, and I guess just made fun of and beat up a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's it's a thing. It happens. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. And Fariza said, "You learned it from them. You learned how to be hateful from them." And honestly, Hazel, you deserve that one. You deserve that bop in the mouth right there. And they said, "Walk away, walk away." Okay, turn around, look back, look sad, sadder, sad, sad. Good, 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 good. And now they're back to laughing at JT for sewing some stuff up. But okay, here they come to save the day. The girls, Emma and Manny, come up saying, "Hey, guess what? We'll see now. It's I don't remember that they're saying if you make me those skirts, I'll pay you some money, and that's what it's all about. Getting that MONEY. JT's all happy because he has to take I guess inseams and leg somethings. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I've only been to the tailor 3 times in my life, but you know, it's what God. Every time I see when you look at some of these people and how young they look, looking at Jimmy, looking at Ashley when she's got like that hair. She looks like a witch from that Scooby Doo movie that played in the band. And you got Spinner over there looking like Slim Shady with his bleach blonde hair. Like now Hazel Aden's big up in herself, saying she was born in Mogadishu, Somalia, not Jamaica, and how she is a Muslim, and she's got her parents, and everybody's looking at her crazy. She's saying how she came to flee the Civil War. Now they got questions. The hijab, there it is. She she's saying how the hijab is a personal and important decision, which it is, and she's saying, I'm sorry I lied, sorry about all this, but this is such dopeness came from a lot of these episodes, and I guess the main dopeness that came from this one is be accepting of other people's cultures. You know what I mean? Don't judge a book by its cover, and at the same time, be true to yourself. Like Dante, be true to yourself. You will eat an entire bucket of popcorn by yourself if given the chance. Be true to yourself. Dante, you were still a little bit scared of the dark. You know what I mean? When you turn the lights off, you pick up the pace when you come up the stairs a little bit. just a smidge, just a smidge. You know, Dante, admit it. When the wife isn't here, you don't sleep that well. You know, you may not admit it all the time. You say you had a great sleep, but oh, it sucks. It's terrible. It's terrible. But you know, just be yourself. Be yourself. Be. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing, but that was from Just Friends. In case anybody picked up on that. But hang on, let me crunch in, see what's happening with the Patriots. I don't know, but I'm still sitting here. But that was, I guess. Hmm. Yes. Are you okay? Thank you. That is my son who just came to check in on me. So, be yourself. Small blessings and such. But um, that was good. I think that was good. Just putting out the content, putting it out there, putting it out there. So, I'll be back with another PAE Panther Pride episode very soon. This week, make sure you drink all your water, get your recommended exercising in. Don't eat out that one time a week. Make that one change in your life. Get out of that comfort zone into the fear zone, and then into there's like three. I saw a picture. It was like 5 zones, but get out of the comfort zone, past the fear zone, and then you get into the learning zone. Maybe I gotta go back and look at it, but just get out there, be yourself, have your have yourself some fun. And, I'll see you again at the next episode, the next Shutterbug. I'll see you.